Hello you beautiful, beautiful people. Today we are jumping into Forza Horizon 5 as we are halfway through Series 11. We're going to be jumping into the winter season to complete this week's weekly Forzathon challenges all around Drifter, grabbing 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. And as always with these weekly Forzathon videos, we will be checking out the Forzathon shop, and at the end of the video we'll be taking a look at all the rewards available for this week's winter festival playlist. If you are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing so you can easily find your way back to the channel for more videos just like this one. Share the video with a friend, smash that like button, and without further ado, let's jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. Now first things first, let's jump in and take a look at this week's winter Forzathon shop. For 800 Forzathon points, you can grab the 1997 McLaren F1 GT. 15 million credits this thing will set you back at the auto show. For 200 Forzathon points, you can grab the Porsche 911 GT2. 550,000 credits at the auto show. Vanity items this week, the Farid Ruder Bear jumper and the UK race gloves, 75 Forzathon points each for those. And if you've got any spare Forzathon points knocking around, you can grab a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points, or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Personally, I would leave the Porsche 911 GT2 behind. 550,000 credits really isn't that much from the auto show, but if you don't have a McLaren F1 GT, definitely pick it up for those Forzathon points. 15 million is a lot of credits. Now let's jump into this week's Forzathon challenges all round Drifter to grab those all important 160 Forzathon points and the 5 points towards the festival playlist. Obviously, you've got to do the chapters in order, so we'll kick off with Chapter 1, Drift Machine. Own and drive the 2000 Nissan Silvia SPEC-R, the highest model designation of the S15 Sylvia. And this is the car we're going to be using for this week's Forzathon challenges all round Drifter, the 2000 Nissan Silvia SPEC-R, costing as little as 35,000 credits from the auto show. Now for this week's car, we are doing things slightly differently. I have two tunes available. We've got a B-Class tune for Chapter 2, specifically a race tune, and for Chapters 3 and 4, we have an S1 tune, specifically for drifting. As always, share codes for both tunes are in description and in the comments below, or just search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or the file name Skippy YouTube. Own and drive, hop outside any festival site or player house. You can even have the car delivered to you in free roam. Drive 2 seconds down the road. Drift machine complete. So with Chapter 1 complete, it is on to Chapter 2, Art Force Sylvia. The 2000 Nissan Silvia SPEC-R is a nimble sports car that can easily master corners. Use this to your advantage to win a street race. So for this chapter, we are going to want a street race event. Go ahead and filter your map just to make them a little bit easier to see and find. We are heading just north of the street scene outpost to Horizon Callejera. Now the reason for this race is one of the shortest street scene races on the map at just 3.7 miles in length. I do have a cheeky blueprint for you guys to use called Forzathon Chapter 2. Just search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 694631148. Now we do need to win this street race for the chapter to complete, so there's no reason to put any pressure on yourself. You can change the driver style difficulty as it will not affect the weekly Forzathon challenges. I'm going to go New Racer. Now the Nissan Silvia S15 for me is pretty much a go-to drift car. It's actually been quite nice to run a race tune on this thing. It's been really well balanced and a really nice car to race, but we are coming up to the finish line. That is across the line. First place. There it is, Art Force Sylvia complete. At this point you are going to want some sort of drift tune on your S15. I'm now going to swap into my S1 drift build. Now to make drifting a little bit easier, head on into your pause menu, head on over to settings, head into difficulty and turn off traction control and stability control. This will make getting the car sideways a lot easier. So with Chapter 2 complete, it is on to Chapter 3, Shift into Action. The Sylvia platform is famous in the drifting world. Take your 2000 Nissan Silvia SPEC-R out for a spin to earn 5 ultimate drift skills. Now, to earn an ultimate drift skill, you need to hold a drift or a slide for a sustained amount of time. Get the Sylvia up to a decent speed, around 100 to 110, maybe third gear, maybe tap the handbrake, get the car sideways, hold a slide, and you'll soon earn an ultimate drift skill. Ultimate e-drift skills also count towards this chapter. As you'll see, I'm using the ring road that runs around the side of the stadium, so we'll go ahead and do it again, up to about 100, flip the throttle, get the car sideways, ultimate drift. Here we go again, up to about 100, flip the throttle, get the back end out, little tap of the handbrake. There it is, ultimate e-drift. So this should be the final ultimate drift that I need. Little tap of the handbrake, get the car sideways, on the power, shift into action, complete. So with chapter 3 complete, it is on to our fourth and final chapter already, Drift Legend. Now you've mastered the ultimate drift, earn 5 stars at drift zones in the 2000 Nissan Silvia SPEC-R to celebrate. Now I've already filtered my map by drift zones just to make it a little bit easier to see, but we are going to head on over to the Horizon Mexico circuit and we're going to use Giro Encorvado. It's quite a short drift zone with a 1-star objective of 2,500 points, 2-star objective 15,000 points and 3-star objective of just 30,000 points. But bear in mind, you don't have to get the 3-star objective. You can do this by running the drift zone 5 times and getting just that 1 star, but I'm pretty sure we can all manage at least the 2-star objective. So all we need to do is chuck the Sylvia through the drift zone. Hopefully we'll get 3 stars here. A little bit of balancing of the throttle, keeping the car sideways. We're already on 25k, that's 30k, that is 3 stars. Just 2 more stars needed for this chapter. Just spin the Sylvia around, hit the drift zone once more, maybe 4th gear through here, keep the power on, and as we head through the end gate of this drift zone, hitting 37,000 points, that is 3 stars, grabbing the final stars we need for chapter 4 to be complete, and that is this week's Forzathon challenges, all-round drifter completed. 160 Forzathon points in the bank, and 5 points earned towards our winter dry season. Now let's go ahead and take a look at all the rewards available this week. I'm already 10 points deep into the 63 points that we need. For 20 of those points, you'll be grabbing the brand new to Horizon 5, sort of coming over from Horizon 4, the Subaru Legacy RS. And for 40 of those points, you'll be grabbing the awesome Jaguar XJ220. This week's online trial stock showdown will be using the Volvo 850R, and it'll be rewarding you with the Ferrari 575M. This week's Event Lab challenges will be giving out the emote So Cute. Just 2 PR stunts this week, 1 Honda S2000 up for grabs and 1 Super Wheelspin. But we do have 3 seasonal championships. If you don't own a Volvo 850, here is your chance to grab it by completing Rally Shakedown. The Nissan GTR or the R34 for completing GT1 Legends. And finally, another Ferrari up for grabs, the Ferrari F3-55 for completing Racing in the 90s. On to the winter challenges, 1 treasure hunt, race against time. I will have a video up on the channel on how to get this complete. 100 Forzathon points up for grabs. This week's photo challenge, make an entrance, giving out the car horn cat meow. And finally, the Eliminator is back on the festival playlist, finish 30th or better, rewarding you with the 2000 Nissan Silvia SPEC-R. And for you lucky duckies that own the Hot Wheels expansion, you've got 1 Drift Zone Rockside to complete, giving out 1 Super Wheelspin, and a Seasonal Championship, CU Saloon, giving out the Audi RS406. Well, that is this week's Winter Festival playlist. Plenty to complete, plenty to collect. Let me know what you think of the rewards this week. Obviously, be grabbing that Subaru Legacy RS, brand new to Horizon 5. Any questions about the playlist or this week's Forza challenges, all-round drifter, hit me up in the comments. I'll always do my best to help you out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, definitely consider subscribing. Share the video with a friend, smash that like button, stay safe, and have an awesome day.